Hello and welcome to My Body, My Rules, My Chiro. Today we're going to discuss and share some information on proper foot mechanics, why foot pain can develop, and then what proper footwear you should be wearing to maintain healthy feet and healthy joints. First things first, do you know how many bones are in a foot? There's actually 26 bones in each foot. There's over 100 ligaments and 19 muscles and tendons that help support all the bones in each foot. There's 3 arches that are really important in how the foot works. The medial arch, the metatarsal arch, and then the lateral arch. Those 3 arches work in unison to maintain the function of the feet. Now, how do we walk? Well, this is very interesting biomechanics. First of all, we heel strike, then the foot comes down and toes off, and the body weight goes between the second and third digits of your foot. That's normal biomechanics. When things go wrong, such as pronation of the foot, we have the medial arch that falls. That puts a lot of pressure on the navicular bone and a lot of pressure through the plantar muscles. This change in biomechanics causes the foot to now heel strike, come down, and toe off through the first digit, not through the second and third digits. Therefore, these people start to create bunions or osteoarthritis of the big toe. They can also create plantar fasciitis, a bursitis. There's many different conditions that can start to surface and create symptoms. Okay? So, when we look at our proper footwear, I actually have 2 shoes here that are the exact same shoe. One is brand new and the other has been worn for a while. Now, on your left is a brand new shoe. Okay? You can see that the heel is flat and not worn, that the counter is fairly strong. And when we now look at the shoe that's worn for a period of time, if there's improper biomechanics of how you walk, then you can see how the back part of the heel shears off or starts to become crooked. Also, the counter part of the shoe starts to get very weak. And even to the point where you can have improper wearing on the side of the shoe, whether it's on the inside or outside, it does not matter. When footwear becomes worn, then the biomechanics cannot be corrected properly. So therefore, you either have to repair your shoe or get a new shoe. So something like this, where you have a very solid base and the shoe is helping support your feet while you're walking and running, this shoe now tips and moves around and therefore becomes more unstable, and therefore you're more prone to everything from ankle injuries or sprains to plantar fasciitis to osteoarthritis of the big toe, any number of things. So, how do we work on this? Well, first of all, when you're pronated or have a flat foot like this, and 80% of the population is pronated or flat-footed, you need to make sure that you purchase a shoe that has a very strong counter. So this part of the shoe, the heel part, is the counter. And a very strong counter is important so that it helps prevent the falling inward or turning in of the ankle joint. The rest of the shoe does not matter for pronated feet. For supinated feet, or people that have very high arches on the inner part of their foot when they're standing, they need to have a very soft counter. And then now the forefoot becomes very important, or the front part of the shoe becomes very important. So that type of footwear, purchasing the proper footwear is truly important if you have a foot that falls inward or is flat, pronated, or one that has a very high arch or supinated. Now, if you find that your footwear is not solving your problems with your feet, then custom-made orthotics work very well. Now, custom-made orthotics are corrected so that your ankle joint and your medial arch for pronation is at the right level, so that when we look at the heel, there is an actual post here for the heel, and that prevents your foot from tilting back and forth sideways. The medial arch is semi-rigid, so that it allows the 26 bones to flex and the muscles to work properly. The orthotic is also full length, so that there's no ridge over here through the bottom of the foot to aggravate the plantar muscles. So when you do get proper custom-made orthotics, they will fit inside your footwear, and you do not want to put a brand new custom-made orthotic in a worn shoe like this, because even though the orthotic's going to work, once again, the base is crooked, and therefore the shoe is still not going to be able to support your foot and ankle properly. Okay? So, proper biomechanics is integral, or very important, in allowing the joints of the body to work properly so that you don't end up with osteoarthritis of the big toe, osteoarthritis in the ankle. When people pronate or have flat feet, their foot turns inward, and that causes an internal rotation of the knee, and that's where osteoarthritis on the medial or inner aspect of the knee occurs. So once again, the biomechanics has to be correct to allow for proper footwear, foot movement, knee movement, and then also it can even cause back pain because of the joints that are misaligned. So thank you for listening. If you have any questions, give me a shout, and I'm more than happy to talk to you about my body, my rules, my chiro. Thank you.